Hi, this is Colleen in New York City.
Hi.
And hi, I have a question about panic. This earlier this week, I work with a group of people and we share a spreadsheet. It was deleted, but then a tech team got it back, so it was ultimately perfect. But when it disappeared, um, I I panicked. I felt a rush of panic, and I read these books about these people who handle situations like fantasy books, like superheroes, that they don't panic. So when I panic, I feel like I'm failing, and I'm wondering if
You
there's
can
a
have it in reverse.
Yep.
okay.
I think first of all, because I was part of that whole process of getting the spreadsheet back, because it was the spreadsheet that keeps track of all of the different participants who come to our courses, both the weekends and the Living Made Easy 2-hour events, and it tracks who's paid and that type of thing. So it's pretty complex, and it's an amazing tool that you helped put together and you use. It was ultimately created by somebody else some time ago. You reached out before I even heard there was an issue with it to people who could solve it.
Mhm.
My feeling is you had the oh no followed by it's my fault.
Mm, yes, I did think. Did I was in there this morning. Did I delete this?
Right. And then we
Yes.
ultimately discovered it could only be deleted by the owner. And the owner was not any of us. It was somebody who created it for us. It still lived in their system, and they were cleaning up their Google Docs, and they're like, what is this? I don't know what this is. And they threw it away.
Mhm, mhm.
And ultimately, even though it was permanently deleted, Google got it back for us. And it didn't take that long.
No.
And we learned something. A, that I should own it, or Shai and I should own it.
Uh-huh.
And
You should own it.
I should own it, because Shai is like, what?
She
But
does.
I didn't even know it was possible. It didn't even occur to me that it was deletable. It didn't even occur to me it wasn't ours. I learned so many things.
But this thing about panic,
Yes.
that's just one option that happens when you get upset. See, an upset is an interruption in the normal flow of your life. Okay. Something happens then, and you flash off to possible future ramifications rather than just looking and seeing what needs to be done in this moment to correct what just happened.
The other thing, Colleen, is that rush. That rush is adrenaline. It's preparing you for fight or flight.
Yeah, it gets you ready for activity.
So
You don't sleep through it.
you somehow have the rush married with the idea that that means you're panicking.
Right.
And I don't, of course, I don't know what you did in the first 10 minutes, half hour, but it for me, your actions did not say panic.
Mm.
You cannot be responsible for that rush. That rush is an automatic dump into your system when your body perceives something as a threat.
Okay.
What you do after that is totally up to you.
Mm. Okay. I was thinking that the dump of that rush was that I could somehow stop that.
Well, you can't.
Mm.
See, the stimulus, the loss of this spreadsheet, had a response in you. So you're thinking it should be a different response, but you can only have the response you have.
If you are a jewel and there are many facets, and you have habits that have many facets. This is just a new facet to how Colleen can be hard on herself. I had a rush.
That's bad.
Yes.
You know, in changes, there's good and bad, and right and wrong.
Mhm.
Transformation, it's just what is in that moment. So you had this rush. That was your moment. It doesn't mean anything bad has happened. It's just that something's happened that's got you worrying about how the future is going to show up.
You know, it's funny. First of all, I don't recall when that happened. I just know that it happened and I totally forgot it. It took me a while to recall what you were talking about. It's interesting that you're holding on to it.
See, the first principle, what you resist or don't want or wish were different persists, and it keeps repeating itself in your thoughts. So anything you don't like, you get stuck with. So you've been stuck with this thing that you panicked last week sometime,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
as opposed to you lived through it
Mm.
and got everything fixed.
You were so funny. She starts her question about panic. You know, this past week, I was like, what? Was there another 9/11? Did what? Andy? It was like, I was expecting some massive event.
Yeah.
Well, look, whenever anything apparently seems to be out of your control, you quote, panic, rather than take a breath and look and see what needs to be done. If you use your eyes, you find out answers real quick about what is required.
The whoosh of panic. Now what?
Yeah. Great. Oh, there's a siren going by. Panic.
Actually, that's not panic. That's action.
Hey, yeah.
I guarantee you the person who turned that siren on was not panicking.
They were going somewhere and they wanted everybody to get out of the way.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're
That's
welcome.
what her rush is. It's like, okay, everybody, get out of the way. I got to take care of the situation right now.
Right.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you so much. That's
You're
great.
welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah.